Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are in good health. In some cases, it might be needed that we need to change the type of our URL in our website. That is, if you have, for example, a website with the prefix of http colon slash, then you might want to need to change this to http colon slash and then www dot. That is prefixing your website URL with www dot. In initial stages there might be it was absent. So in this tutorial we will use subdomain, and the subdomain is tutorial.kaisariqbal.com. You see that this URL is not prefixes with www dot. So we want to change this to be added with the www dot prefix. This first line, this is the original form, you see, http colon slash tutorial.kaisariqbal.com, and we want this to be changed to this http colon www.tutorial.kaisariqbal.com. that is prefixing your domain with www dot. It was the initial stages, and we are going to here. You could find this tutorial in written format in my website. With this article, WordPress tutorial, change WordPress site URL. Here is the written guide. Now for this, we have to first log into our cPanel, our website cPanel, by providing username and password, logging into cPanel. Then we should go to the file manager. Under this files section, you see that file manager, and which domain or subdomain we want to change. If you don't have any subdomain, then you will not have this subdomain directory. Under your home directory, you will only have your domain main domain file. As we are using this subdomain, so the subdomain information or files are in this directory, and we should go to this directory. And under this directory, we will find and locate the wp config file, and this is the wp-config.php file, where the subdomain information is configuration information is written or located in this file. If you have your main domain, if you want to change this in your main domain, then you should go to this public HTML directory, and under this directory you will find this wp-config.php file. So this is for your root domain or main domain. From this home directory, you should go to the public HTML and then the wp-config.php, this file for your root domain. But for to work with your subdomain, if you need to change the URL of your subdomain, then under this home directory you should go to your subdomain directory, that is, this one is we want to change tutorial.kaisabal.com. Under the subdomain directory you will find the wp-config.php file for this subdomain. So we are clicking this subdomain to edit, but before that you should take a backup of this file, so that if anything goes wrong you could restore your backup and up your site as usual as it was before. So you're downloading this file, and this one wp-config to .php, this is our file, we just downloaded it as a backup. Now you are going to change this file. We should add something so that we can achieve our goal. So here go for edit, and it is warning you that you should have a backup of this original file. We already did this. Go for edit, and we will, at this stage, we will append two lines in this file. Go back to our written tutorial, and here it is. This is the code. Define wp home and you should value for the wp home your desired URL, that is prefixes your domain name with www. And define wp site URL. These two parameters, wp home and wp site URL, these two parameters value should be what you are going to achieve, that is prefixing your domain with www. We are copying this and we will paste it under the in our wp-config file. Okay, enter, and we will save this here in right corner, save changes. It is saving and successfully saved. As for the next step, we will go to we can close this. For the next step, we will go to the cpanel. Here we are in cpanel. Now, as the original site URL was tutorial.kaisaribal.com, and now in config file we did prefix it with www. Now we need to redirect from this URL when we are going to type it in web browser. We should redirect from this to our changed www.tutorial.kaisaribal.com. So make the redirection here under the redirects. Here under this domains, you see this domains section, go to the redirects, and you see that add redirect page appeared. Now it will be we need to mention which type of redirection it will be. This is permanent 301 or temporary 302, and in our cases it is permanent, so we choose it. Then in next line, next row, https www dot, here we should choose our desired domain, existing domain, and that is tutorial.kaisaribal.com. Then redirects to, and which URL or domain it will redirect to. it will redirect to http tutorial.kaisariqbal.com www.tutorial.kaisariqbal.com. So this URL will redirect to this URL after our desired URL. Then choose the do not redirect www dot. This is the default option that redirect with or without www dot. So if we type without in this URL, if we type without without www dot and with www dot, like this, these both will be redirect to this. So as we are targeting our or doing a permanent redirection to www dot, then we don't need for the redirection for with www dot. So we will select this, that do not redirect www dot, as we don't need to redirect it. Then add. It successfully redirects. This message is showing. Now we need to change our URL for the WordPress admin panel. So go to the C panel. Here we now in C panel, go to WordPress. And we need to locate our URL, and this is our URL, desired URL, http://tutorial.kaisariqbal.com, and we should edit this URL to our desired one. So going to this edit, under this options, edit details, and under URL we will prefixes it with www dot, and changes the and save the changes save installation details will change, and it is showing that the installation details are read successfully. And when modification is done on the URL in WordPress and your redirection has been done on an URL, your service provider, your hosting service provider will email you, and here is the email that the URL has been changed, and you see that URL has been changed, http www.tutorial.kaisariqbal.com, with the relevant information they emailed me. Now type in the URL, see what's going on, and this is tutorial.kaisariqbal.com. it was a previous URL. Type it. Now typing it, tutorial.kaisariqbal.com. see that it was changed to, or it redirects to www.tutorial.kaisariqbal.com. so it prefixes the www dot before your domain name. Thanks for staying with kaisariqbal.com, and you can visit my YouTube channel, that is Kaisar's Chronicle, and also Facebook page named as Kaisar's Chronicle. Please subscribe and share. Thank you.